Alright, so waiting for kind of the load back in. Let's see what everything looks like here. Okay, so we're green on YouTube, guys. We're green on YouTube. That's a plus. That's always a good thing, right? Let me refresh on Twitch and Facebook. Let's see. Hopefully, we're getting this thing back on track. Ay, ay, ay. What an absolute pain in the ass. Alright, so if you're with me, if it looks good, let me know. Ay, ay, ay. Looks good. Okay. Still buffering. God damn. See, I restarted everything on my side. Restarted everything on my side. So we should be good. I wonder... I think I have an idea. Let me see something here, you guys. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, alright. I think we have we might have a solution. Everything's still buffering. Ain't that a son of a bitch? Alright, so Ruslam over there on Twitch says it looks pretty good. YouTube, what do we think? What are we thinking, YouTube? Let me know. Stable on YouTube now. Just refresh your page. Facebook, sound off. I apologize for this, you guys. This is not the way that I want the stream to go. I'll be honest with you. Alright, everybody says it looks good on Facebook. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Alright. Good. Son of a bitch. Alright, so. Lesson learned. Lesson learned here. It looks like it was the Restream server. Because when I changed that, it was originally routing to the Miami server. When I changed that to the DC server, everybody seemed to flip a switch. So, that seems to be what the issue might have been. Yeah. So I apologize. I really, really do. You know me. I try to be, you know, give you guys as quality, you know, as possible, right? And that's That's what I want. I want to give you guys quality. So I apologize for that, guys. That makes me that you have no idea how much that pisses me off. Like I'm right now. But we're gonna continue on. Yeah, we're gonna continue on. Excuse me. So yeah, looks like everybody. Looks like everybody's good on the good old tubes. Looks like everybody's good on Twitch. Yeah, cool. Facebook, you guys are looking pretty good as well. All right, I think we busted through. Thank God, right? Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Thank you for putting up with this shit. You would think after 6 months or more that we would be beyond these dumb technical difficulties, but I guess not, right? What are you gonna do? Oh, anyway, now, fucking half hour later, here we are, right? So, Donnie Baxter, he's over there on Facebook. He says, it's robot time! I agree, it's fucking robot time. Let's get the robots. Fucking restream bullshit. Alright. Changing gears. Okay? Changing gears. So, let's go, camera 2. Boom. Hang on. Let's get that damn grid out of the way. Goodbye, ugly grid. And we're going to set this guy down here so we can show you kind of where we are at this point in time. Now, last we met, we kind of mocked this guy up a little bit, but as you can see, we did a little bit more. Kind of over the weekend, we kind of mounted the tanks a little bit. And yeah, so I think that is a pretty nice look. What I like also here too is you've got this kind of arrowhead kind of taper right here from the line of the back skirt down to the lines of the legs, right? So I think that's a nice look. I like that look, yeah. And then obviously in profile, man, that's just pretty damn cool, yeah. This is pretty damn cool. So, and this is just held on with sticky tack at this point, right? So this is completely temporary. So we just, you know, pop this off of here, and yeah, so sticky tack. Best stuff on earth, you guys. If you are not, if you don't have just a little bit of this in your studio, man, go get some. Seriously, because best stuff on earth for temporarily setting up parts and stuff like that. Really good stuff. Reusable too. So all you got to do is just kind of knead this stuff like clay, just like, you know, just like this. Stretch it out a few times. It starts to warm up, soften up a little bit, start to get that tack back, right? And then you can just temporarily stick parts together and stuff like that. Great little tool. Yeah, great little tool. So keep that right up there. Stay. All right. So what we're doing tonight, I got the big thruster bells all mocked up here, and they're pretty much locked and loaded. Got the rod cleaned up. That's all smooth inside there now, so then we can go back, put in our inserts for this thing, right? Excuse me. So these are all looking really good. This one I think I tacked in with a little wee bit of super glue. Just gotta pop it off now. Take the tank off here. Boom. Yeah. That's not good. Oh well. That'll still work. Alright. Get these off of here. Now, what I want to focus on tonight is these monstrous chasms right down here. Yeah? Monstrous. So, no Zaku Boy James, he says, do you always mod top down on your kits? Just wondering as I work bottom up. That's a good question. So, you know, what I tend to do is start with the head, because that's usually gonna be the toughest part, right? So I usually start with that. And then I just kind of bounce around wherever seems appropriate at that point, right? So I usually do start with the head, but then after that, I don't really have a set pattern, so to speak. So, yeah. So with this, we need to do something about that, because I don't like that. I don't like that look. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop in some auxiliary fuel tanks in here. These are from the Sinanju Stein that I had left over from the Aussie build. So we're going to utilize those here. I got the second one in here somewhere. I'm not going to go searching for it right now. But, you know, just a little ball and socket here. That'll just pop right in. Yeah. But I don't think that we're going to use like a polycap, right? I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this into a styrene tube. Now, what we got to do is find the appropriate size styrene tube for this thing to slot into, yeah? So we're looking for about 573 inner diameter of a styrene tube. So if we reach over here, let's check the 7.9 millimeter tube. That's too big. We're going to need a little something smaller than that. Let's see. 6.3 maybe the one to go with. Let's see. Nope, that's too small. Isn't that always the case? So we have roughly two options, because those are the only two sizes between them that we can go with. So we're going to pull out the 7.8 here, and that's not terribly off. We can pad the inside of the tubes here with styrene strip and just kind of pad that all the way on the inside, and then that will fit in there nicely and snug. So I think that might be the way to go. And then we'll just basically start to construct the housing for this, and then these tubes will just basically slot into there. So easy in speech, easy in concept, not so much in execution. So let's get this puppy started here, shall we? So first things first, let's strip this thing down. Let's start removing these pegs here from this piece, because these are not going to be needed. So we're taking the Zurons here, the nice sledgehammers of nippers. Just gonna rip those right off of there, and then I'm just gonna start to file these down. Just like that. Same thing on this side. Doesn't have to be super neat right now, excuse me, because we're going to be building this area up with styrene. So it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be a big thing if there are, you know, the nub marks showing from these pegs right now. But, you know, I do like to get it as cleaned up as possible. It's just me. What can I say, right? Metal Slug 147 over there on Twitch. He says, quick question. Anyone know if Chata Mecha made a workspace tour before? Yeah, actually we did back, I think it was actually the first stream of the year. Or no. Was it? I can't remember. I think it was either the first stream of the year or the first stream in the GBWC build series. I can't remember which, but it was one of those. So, but to answer your question, we have, yeah. Did it on stream, not in a video or anything like that, right? So, what are you going to do? All right, so, pop this thing back on here, yeah? Just like that. Now, we have even larger voluminous caverns to go back and fill in with styrene, right? So, got to fit that in there. We've got to fit this tube in there. That's pretty good. You still have a good at least 1.5 millimeters of clearance on either side between the this tube and the inner walls of this this space here. So I think we're perfectly fine when it comes to you know, area on the inside there. Now, what we're looking at here too, and this may, well, probably will work in our favor. Ooh, that's just a bit off. Let me show you what I'm looking at here, guys. So get you zoomed in here. So you've got this flat section here, right? And you've got this flat section over here. Now, what I was thinking is I could just lay down a plate of styrene right on top of here and fill up this, kind of fill up this gap here, right? But as it looks, that this flat surface is just a wee bit higher, maybe 1/4 millimeter higher, right? And it's just not gonna go. So what we'll have to do is to back up this surface here with some styrene strips. So to do that, let's see, let's grab, here we go. The big 6.3 by 1/4 millimeter. Big strip. Big old strip. Now, let's just cut a hunk off of this right there. Let's kind of pop that. Just lay that temporarily on there. And now, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Now, that's perfectly level and flat, right? So now, if we back this section right here, if we laminate 1/4 millimeter strips on this particular surface, that brings us up to the height, the same height as this. So then we can just basically plate over the whole thing and have a nice clean surface to work from. That makes it a ton easier, trust me. One thing I just noticed here is, man, and tonight's just not my night. The lights. We need the lights. We need that light. We need this light here, so pardon me. Yeah, that's better, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. Kurt Hill, catch you later, Tim. Work is busy. Good day, Kurt. Appreciate you. All those cats from down under, man. Love you guys. James, Craig, Kurt, Scotty, if he's watching. I don't know if Scotty's watching. Scotty's out there sometimes. Yeah, all you Aussies. Love you guys. Yeah, Ruslan sign is off too. Thank you, buddy. We got that. We got the sign. Because I saw the sign. Y'all 90s kids know what that is, right? Ace of base. Alright. So, with that being said, let's start to laminate these two sides here real quick, shall we? And this doesn't have to be like neat or anything. It just basically needs to fill the void, so to speak. So let's see, tweezers. Just like that, and then let's get another strip there. Probably 3.2 is going to be in order. That should fill in the rest of that area there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Cool. That'll work. Get these strips nice and straight here. Okay. Just like that. And then clip that off. And we'll let this cure up for a little bit, but as we can see, that now is a nice and perfectly level surface, right? Looking good. Looking good. Like it. Anyway, Ruslan, he hates us Texans. No, man, I don't hate you Texas people. Man, Texas is cool, man. Have I ever been to Texas? I don't know if I've ever been to Texas. Probably flown through Texas, like stopped at like Houston or something, like an airport or something like that. But I don't know if I've ever actually kind of stepped foot into Texas proper. Just never gotten around to it, I guess. Never had to go there. Doesn't mean I don't want to. But Texas is cool. Nothing wrong with Texas. Don't mess with Texas, right? Isn't that how the saying goes? Don't mess with Texas. If I ever went to Texas, I'd have to do the Texas barbecue and stuff. Oh yeah, Texas barbecue. Brisket? What? Come on now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're getting this stuff. Whoop. Be good if it was on camera, right? Anyway. Ruslan, since they took away GBWC. Yeah, ain't that a bitch of it all. Speaking of GBWC, thank you. You know what, Ruslan, thank you for bringing that up, buddy. So, if you guys haven't seen, Bandai, if you're in the U.S., this is only for the U.S. folks out there. This is only for the U.S. folks. Flynnberger says, what cement are you using there, Tim? Good question, Flinny. I am using, boom, Plastic Magic. This stuff is the best, so I highly recommend it. Anyway, but for everyone in the U.S., this is important. So Bandai, Bluefin, whatever they're calling themselves this week, put out a post last week, and I did share it on my Facebook page, wanting to know if you guys have any questions about the rule set for GBWC this year. Now, again, this is for U.S. Participants only, right? So, for everybody else around the world, check with your own distributors, because ours sucks. Anyway, but they want to know what questions you might have regarding GBWC rules and stuff like that. So, if you have questions, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you go and ask your questions on that Facebook post that I shared on my page. But don't ask your question on my page because they're not going to see it. Ask it on the Bluefin. Just click back through to the original post. Ask your questions there because they want to hear you. They want to, you know, I guess address issues. What those issues may be, who knows? I can't recall any issues that they had last year. Can you guys? No. Anyway. But I definitely asked some hard-hitting, to-the-point questions on there. So definitely go ask yours if you have questions about GBWC US, about the rule sets and things like that. Yeah, judging and all. So, all right, so now that we've got this side down, that is nice and flat there too. So we're looking really quite good. So if we pop this thing back together, and we need to gauge how much space we need to build up on the inside of this thing, right? And like I've said before, this is kind of the beauty of these older style master grades, is because basically these things were kind of like high grades, similar to the RE, the current RE line, right? But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Bailey says probably not going to happen from the looks of it. Yeah, I agree. Build Master General. Anyway, so even if we were to just, wow, there's a ton of space in there, isn't it? Even if we were just to stick this this tube straight in, I mean, we still have a ton of space in there. So right there, it bottoms out. Sheesh, that's how much. How far it goes into this thing. Like, seriously, you could get lost in that space. I mean, it's cavernous, right? But I don't want it to be straight down like that. I want it to be angled out so that these tanks kind of angle out this way, right? So, ton of space in here. Yeah, we can definitely work with this. This is good. This is quite good. Quite good. So let's see. Let's get internal dimensions here. How wide of a gap are we looking at here? We're looking at roughly 11 millimeters there. Yeah. Let's get the other side just to make sure. And we're looking at about 11 millimeters there. Cool. Okay, so we need an 11 millimeter strip to lay down on the inside here. So that will give us the, well, actually, wait a minute. Because this is what I'm noticing. Look at this here. Look, so there's a space underneath this kind of middle column here. We could potentially, well, no, I don't want to do that either, because these two come apart like this. What I was thinking is run a strip right across here, making this one piece, and then this piece could slot in somehow like that. But then you'd have to come up with a way to do that, which may be more work than what is necessary at this point, right? So if we were to simply keep these in, see, there's the cross section there. So you see that gap right here, about a 2 millimeter gap between this surface and the bottom of this column here. So there's a lot of space to play with, yeah. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep everything separate like this, and then at a later date I'll address this seam line here we'll do something to cover that up. We'll get creative. Yeah. So anyway, Luna Titanium Gundam, he says, I'm surprised you're working on something so soon after the Jesta, but it's exciting and I like the concept. Dude, thank you. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the Army too, man. No, dude, I have to. I absolutely have to pick up right away in order to finish this thing, because this thing is going to be the most ambitious project that I've kind of tackled to date. So... yeah. Hey, Dean's here, everybody. Dean, he says part count, Brotendos. Chris R says 3. Actually, I differ. It is 4. So 2 and 2, but with a handicap, with a half-hour handicap. So let's keep that in mind. With a half-hour handicap. That's important. That's important too. Chris, learn how to count, Chris. Killing me. But anyway. So let's see. You know what? I don't know if Facebook chat is coming through. Facebook, are you coming through? So let's shut up. Let's see. Oh yeah, Facebook's good. Cool. I don't want to neglect Facebook. Facebook are my peoples, you know? Facebook are my peoples. So, all right. So, we need to get a 11mm strip of styrene. So, to do that, let's see. I've got scrap strips over here, and oh no, we can't use that. This is the OG Mohawk design. This is getting retired. This strip we cannot use, so that gets put off to the side. We can't use that. That is sacred? I don't know. All right, so let's make sure we got our handy dandy T-square here from Wave. Love this thing. It's worth its weight in gold. We're measuring over 11mm from that edge. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Olfa utility knife for this, because I don't want to mess around with cutting thick styrene like this. This is 1mm, by the way. I don't want to mess around and mess up my Olfa hobby knife blade. I'd rather mess up these blades because, as you can see, they're segmented, and you can pop off the blades there, yeah? So, all right, so this is probably a little wide, but man, it's close. It's close. It's a little wide because we did a snap and score and snap on this side, so we got to sand that down just a bit, yeah? So, sand this nice and flush. Let's do this side just to be safe. And now, ooh, looky. Ah, okay. I see a potential issue here. Okay, so, not sure if this is going to come through or not on camera, but, oh, nope, I think we got a right angle here. So, right in here is kind of an angled bit right here. It angles into this cavity here, right? So, but that's where that is. So, let's see. I don't know if that's gonna, let's try to trim it. Don't necessarily have a great feeling of it because it dips into the surface over here. That could be problematic. All right, let's do some measurements here, shall we? Okay, so that's this right here, the thickness is 0.80, yeah? Focus camera. So, what's the thickness here? That's about, ooh, that slipped a little bit. And it's hard to get a true measurement because the calipers don't reach that far in. So that's a little bit about a millimeter there. So if we were to backfill that, just like this, yeah, that could work. That could work. Oh, you guys, customizing at its best here. This, you run into problems like this, you guys. You run into issues like this with customizing and things. This is very common, actually. All right, you know what? It's getting taken out. I'm not messing around with this shit. It'll get back to be with styrene strips. So we're going to trim this away. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see what that does now with the fit of this particular strip. It's still a little tight. We need to file that down a little bit. Okay. Let's big 3mm chisel here. Yeah. These 3mm chisels, these big chisels here, are perfect for clearing material like this away. Because they're big enough to move plastic, but they're small enough to get in these spaces there where the bigger chisel blade, these alpha chisel blades, are just not able to get it into, obviously, right? I mean, this is what, 3 times the width of this 3mm chisel, so this particular tool right now is our perfect weapon in clearing this material out of here. But you do have to be careful with it because this, if it slips and it gouges you, you're going to be in pain. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to be in pain. Basically what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get this level of plastic down flush with the rest of it, right? We're getting pretty damn close. But this gap here between the back of this and this surface is getting paper thin. I can pretty much see light through it, so that's very, very thin, very thin. All right. Now again, this doesn't have to be super clean because we're going to back all this up with styrene strips. So, boom, just like that, perfect. That fits very nicely. All right, so we'll do the same thing to the other side because that is definitely the solution that we want. So that's good. We'll try to remove as much as possible with our chisel blade first because that is, the chisel blade obviously is sharper because it is a blade. It's sharper than the chisel. So this will hog off material a little bit easier. but it is much bigger, so it's not as precision. Sound like Andrew over here. Precision. It's not as precision, you guys. Sound like I'm drunk here. It's not as precision as the chisel, obviously. Yeah. But these are some of the things you have to do, you guys, to modify these parts and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to change the inner workings of these parts. It's just part of the game, right? To make things fit properly, you got to do it. You got to do it. Okay, let's get the chisel in here. Let's really kind of get this evened out here. Okay. All right. Oh, you guys, before I forget, and I probably will, and I probably should have said this at the top of the show after we got through the technical difficulties, but programming note, there will be no stream on Wednesday. Keep that in mind. No stream Wednesday. We'll circle back. We'll pick it up on Friday, but no stream on Wednesday. I have a very short one-day work trip, which I will be out of town on Wednesday, unfortunately. So, no sleep till Brooklyn. No stream on Wednesday. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's do the mock-up here. Let's make sure we've got the space requirement we need. Voila! Voila. Perfectly. Like a glove, as they say. Like a glove. Yes. Julie Beans over there on Twitch. He's going to skill it out. Skill it out? Like in a skillet? I don't know. Anyway. Witchy. What's up, Witchy? She says he just doesn't want to hang out with us. No, actually I do. I would much rather be hanging out with you guys than going on a work trip. Trust me. Excuse me. Andrew's lame, Andrew says. I agree with Andrew. Freddy's over there on YouTube. Yeah, I had to chop up the inside of the bear guy so the petite guy torso fit inside. Yeah, see? Nice. Nice. Spider2K2. Whatever will Andrew do on Wednesday, he'll probably get super drunk and live stream his butt on Facebook. Probably. It would be entertaining for you guys. Ugh. Man, oh man. Yeah, Andrew says, Tim can confirm that I was drunk the other day. Oh, yeah, he was. That's why I said, was comparing it to the professionalism. You gotta get the thing. This is the professionalism I respect. No, he was, guys, he was so drunk he was slurring in the chat between him and I, asking for advice. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All right. But enough with Andrew's drunkenness. All right. So, let's figure out how much plate we're going to need here, because that's going to be important. That's going to be important. What we could potentially do is just chop this thing in half and go from there. Let's see how much we've got here. This is 50, we'll call this what, 56? 56 and a bit. 56 and a bit. Mike Wan, happy Monday, my friend. Dude, it has not been a happy Monday whatsoever, brother. You missed the top of the show. Top of the show is not good. Not good. Technical difficulties are all abound. Just stupid. Yeah. All right, so we're calling that what, 56 and a bit. So that's 20 don't help me. 25 and 3 is 28 and a bit. So let's see, 28 and a bit. It's right about there. That's where we want to cut. So we're just basically rough cutting this thing in half, yeah? So right there. Again, score and snap. It'd be good if it was on camera, right? Oh man, there we go. Metal Slug 147 over there on Twitch. He says it's a Tuesday morning in Malaysia. How's the weather in Malaysia? Is it humid? I always imagine that it's probably like always humid in Malaysia. Is that the case, Metal Slug? Let me know. Andrew Young says, I was dead. My, oh my. There we go. All right. So basically what I just did was humid and hazy. It's not good this week. Oh, dude. But let me ask you, Metal Slug, is it like that like all year round? Because I don't know, for me, I've never been to Malaysia. I've only, like most Americans, seen it in movies and stuff like that. And it just always seems hot and humid. Is it always hot and humid? Or are there like pleasant times of the year, I guess maybe in the winter or something like that? I don't know. Because I want to know. I'm generally interested. Because, shit, I'd love to come to Malaysia. Uh-oh. Shane's here, you guys. We need to stop talking about him. He's over there on Facebook. What's up, Shane? All right. So that's going to be our inner plate there. Just like this. So we're going to pop these we're going to pop these plates right there. And right there, and that way it'll give us a nice flat surface to build off of. And Courtney, hey Courtney. So that's going to be key for us. Yeah. Now, next thing we have to do is to chamfer the very edges of these plates, because if you look. If we slide this all the way to the front, there's this little gap right here, and I don't like that gap. That gap is ugly. We need to fill that gap. So if we chamfer the edges, these corners right here, that'll slide into that and hopefully fill that gap a little bit more. Yeah? So, let's see. Ruslan says, I was dying laughing during the Mechanism stream. I probably shouldn't have been using a hobby knife at the same time. Dude, yes. So if you guys missed Mechanism over the weekend on Friday, it was good. It was really good, you guys. Courtney and Shane were on. Flynn Berger, Mr. Craig Flynn was on. Our very own Bailey was on. He made a rare appearance. That was really cool to have him on there. So yeah, dude, it was great. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun. Lots of fun. But yeah, it was good. Metal Slug, not really. Raining season's a thing, like around October till January, though till March. Currently, it's hot as hell. Ooh, yeah. See, I just I always kind of get that feeling, right? So, but every 12 p.m. till 4 p.m., regardless of season, it's burning. Ugh. See, I can't. Oh man. I guess if you live in, I guess, more kind of tropical climates, you do get used to it. But man, I couldn't. I don't know. It's not me, dog. I can't. I'm a nice temperate weather type of person. But anyway, I digress. Still love to see Malaysia, though. Don't get me wrong. Still love to see Malaysia. All right, we are getting these edges, kind of starting to chamfer these edges down here a little bit. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh yeah, Squee was on. Forgot about. And mind you, I'm not forgetting about anybody else. Actually, I might have forgotten about somebody else. Squee was on. Freddie was on. Mikkel was on. Who else was on? Brian was on. Mr. Bro Builder. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. It was pretty tight knit. I liked this this episode a lot. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Let's put it that way, right? Daft Robo Tim got his ears lowered. Nah, let's do the same haircut I had on Friday. I don't know. Flimberger says Malaysia is fantastic, dude. Right? Like I do want to go there. Don't get me wrong. It's just, whew, the weather. But I can put up with that. To see an awesome country, I could put up with the weather. Dude, I've been to Arizona. Y'all don't know about Arizona. Well, Chris knows about Arizona. But the rest of y'all? Man, Arizona's no joke. Arizona is no joke. Like, you want dry. Like if you work in if you live in like a rainy climate, like a tropical climate, and you're like, man, I wish it was dry here. No, man. Like Arizona is way too dry. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so that right there, my friends, is nice and chamfered. That fits really good. Metal Slug over there, he says, at the moment here, I've forgotten that you meant in 100 Fahrenheit rather than 100 C. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Arizona, yeah, as Sean said over there on Facebook, he says that Arizona is dry as fuck. It really, really is. Arizona is hot too, yeah. But Chris R, he lives in Arizona. He probably has the best job living in Arizona. He works in a like a refrigerated establishment. Very cold, I might add, yeah. Bailey says humid heat is what hell is, or what hell has. Yeah, I don't tend to disagree. Now, don't get me wrong. Over here on the east coast of the U.S., we get humid. We get hot and humid. Trust me, we get hot and humid. And Bailey knows what I'm talking about. He lives down in the Carolinas. We get those triple degree temperatures with 100% humidity and everything. We get those in the summer. Now, mind you, probably not as much, not as frequent, but we get them. We get them. Yeah. Craig Flynn with the Freedom Units. I love you, Craig. You're great, man. All right. Boom. Nice. Nice. And that, right, Shaw. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want, right? It's exactly what we want. And that, I mean, that's basically right to the edge, so that'll be a good look. So let's again, let's get this puppy put together. Let's see what it looks like. See what the dilly is. Just like that. Okay. Right there. And right there. And there we are. Yeah? Clean. Very clean. Very clean. That's the look that we need. So that right there, guys, that gives us a wonderful starting off point. That gives us a nice platform to build off of, so that we can pop these tubes in here as our holding mechanism for these, you know, for these auxiliary tanks. These guys right here. So perfect, perfect. Let's see. Mike Wine, Arizona is where they filmed all of the Mars rover footage you saw on TV. Oh, Mike. Dude, if I didn't know you were joking, I would have been like, get out. Just get out. Just get the hell out of my stream. But no, he's working. He's joking. So, Zeshin Syed says, haha, get the F out of here, Wine. But for real, though, you could be right. No, I mean, Arizona is crazy, right? Daft Robo, yeah, Chris, that beanie is badass, right? Beanie's a good look. For those of you guys don't know, I made a custom, did a custom beanie for Chris R, Arizona, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, you guys, Lizard Gundam's here. What's up, Lizard? Man, what was it? Monday of last week. If you guys don't remember, we did a little shout out session. Gave a shout out to Lizard for doing his thing. Man, he is starting to use styrene sheet and everything. Man, he's doing a good job. So go check him out on Instagram, you guys. But he says, hi, chat from the UK, where it's 3 a.m. And 6C right now. Yeah, 3 a.m. That's serious business right there. That's serious business. Thank you for tuning in, dude. Appreciate it. Ruslam says, try in Texas summer, 100 plus temps, and at midnight it's still 98. Sucks. Out west, at least the temp drops at night. Yeah, you know, I guess Ruslam, you do have a really good point there, because in Texas, like, it never gets, like in the summer, it never gets cool. It's just hot. But it is kind of dry heat, right? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man. Daft Robo says, I fucking love this guy. Right? All right. So, let's get to gluing, shall we? Because these strips here have set up nicely. These are locked and loaded. These are ready to go. Remember, as always, guys, chisel discipline. You know the deal. Let's get the glue. What time is it? 11:21. Cool. We're still working. We're still going. We're still flowing. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let's load up this surface here with some glue. Let's load up this surface here with some glue. That's a little bit too much, I think. We're going to get a little bit off of there. We're going to wipe. Just kind of transfer some back over here. We're just going to do that sort of thing. And then deposit this strip in place right where we need it to be. Press fit that puppy in. Speaking of puppies, Craig Flynn, he's got an adorable puppy, you guys. Go check him out. The puppy's adorable. My daughter wants to come down to Australia and steal your puppy, Flynn. All right. All right, so let's get this piece deposited over here. Move the glue back because I don't want to end up like Geo. Gunpla Geo, for those of you playing at home. Fine young gentleman over there on Instagram doing his thing. He's in a build-off with my boy Justin. So go support both of those guys. They're good guys. But he does have a little bit of a glue tipping problem. Right? Oh, man. Blizzard Gundam says, thanks, Tim, learning from the master. Oh, brother, thank you. Thank you. Keep doing your thing, dude. Keep doing your thing. All right. So now, those are locked and loaded, glued into place. We're looking really, really nice so far. This is a good thing. This platform is starting to build up quite nicely. So next, what we've got to do is start to go up the sides here and start to build up the layers on the sides. So basically what we're doing is kind of creating a three-sided box to encase all of this stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. I saw Shane asked a question. He said, how'd the birthday party go, Tim? Oh, you guys. Holy shit. So what Shane is asking about, we talked about a little bit on Friday's Mechanism show. This past weekend was my daughter's 11th birthday party, and we had a house full of 11-year-old girls, and they spent the night, and it was torture. Yeah. It was torture. Our house was a wreck. You know, these... Yeah, it wasn't fun, let's put it that way. They're just little assholes. I mean, there's no better way to say it. They're just a bunch of little assholes. I mean, yeah. Christ. Makes you want to drink. Made me want to drink. But anyway. Hey, Zishin says happy belated to your little girl. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, she turned 11 on what, Thursday? I think it was last Thursday. But then we had her party on Saturday, and yeah. Yeah, it was not fun. It wasn't fun. Tex Merkees, what's up? Armida, Tim begging to be voted off the island that night, huh? Oh, yeah, you have no idea. I literally wanted to swim off the island. Let's put it that way. I would have been like, you know what, screw your votes, I'm out of here. I'm going home. Screw you guys, I'm going home. That's kind of really how I felt. Seriously. But, yeah. Flynnberger says my daughter is the same age, and she is a little asshole. What is it with 11-year-olds, man? I mean, they're just little dicks. Seriously. Doc, Shane says I blame the parents. Get out of here. Well, maybe others' parents. Yeah, that's an accurate one, but yeah, we try to raise our daughter like to number one rule: don't be an asshole, and then everything else just basically falls into place from there, right? I think that's probably the easiest rule that if you have children, that you can teach them. Don't be an asshole. Simple. Just don't be an asshole. I mean, it's a simple premise, yeah. Not overly complex, I don't think. And I think it just kind of drives to the center of the issue. Don't be an asshole. Words to live by, folks. Words to live by. So, Tex Marquis says 11-year-old girls are the worst. Trust me, we don't get better for a while. Don't tell me that. Oh, don't tell me that. Ay, ay, ay. Shane says assholes beget assholes. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Very true. Forgotten Sting Z, what's up? My nephew snapped my Sazabi's shield one time. Sad day. Is he a little asshole? Spire 2K2, dude, I blame Fortnite. There's a lot more in Fortnite going on there, dude. Jeff Edge, I don't let my kids near Fortnite. Probably a good call, yeah. Luna Titanium Gundam, Gunpla, suddenly I'm happy to have 2 6-month-old twins. They got a little while before they're that old. Yeah, dude, but once they do, then you're getting tag teamed, and it's gonna be, yeah. Cherish these times, brother. Cherish these times, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Daft Robo, haha, no, Tim, their parents, your daughter is a perfect angel, I'm sure. No, she's not. She could be an asshole, too. Like, it was funny, like, so, let's go back to, real quick, just one camera here, just for a second. So, my daughter, when she gets around her friends, she changes behavior, right? Typical for a kid, obviously. Typical for a kid. But, they're sitting at the table, and you know, they're having sandwiches. You know, we got just sandwiches from Subway. If you guys are out of the country, if you don't have Subway, just a local. It's basically a sandwich chain here in the U.S. Right? So we got sandwiches, right? One of her friends, one of her best friends, and probably one of the most well-behaved children I've ever met in my life, starts to put mustard on her sandwich. Fairly normal fare, yeah. My daughter, who doesn't like mustard, basically just starts to say that, ooh, I don't like mustard. Why are you putting that on your sandwich? That's gross. This other kid who is trying to put the mustard on her sandwich just starts to, like, you know, she doesn't know really how to take it. She's just like, I like mustard, what, right? And my daughter just keeps, like, pounding the fact that she doesn't like mustard. This other little girl starts to cry, and she's just like, I don't know what I did. I'm like, what, you know, she thought she did something wrong, right? So then my daughter starts crying, and she storms off into the bathroom to be all by herself and everything. So, you know, I call her out of the bathroom, and I take her to the side, and I'm like, stop being an asshole. You're being an asshole, right? Told her straight to her face. You're being an asshole. So, parents, if your kids are being an asshole, tell them they're being an asshole. Don't make no bones about it. Say, hey, you're being an asshole. Quit it. She stopped being an asshole after that point. Simple as that. Mind you, parenting is not simple. Parenting is very tough. It also really sucks sometimes, but it is greatly rewarding in the long run. So, don't get me wrong. Anyway, Bailey says, in fact, you can substitute being an asshole for being a 3-year-old, and it works. No difference. Right? Oh, man. Daft Robo says, I like mustard. I like turtles. Silver Maverick Ricardo, mustard is gross. Mustard is good on certain things. So, it is what it is. Half-Sight, totally justified. Mustard is disgusting and from the devil. Tex Marquise, hashtag Team Mustard. Freddy Torres, yeah, I call out Morgan every time he's acting like an asshole. Good. Don't be an asshole, asshole. Hellsting Oz unit. Yeah, exactly. Don't be an asshole, asshole. Witchy Char. Oh my god, I do not miss living with my little sisters. Yeah. Bailey says, no, mustard is great and good for you too. Fairness. Yeah, that's fair. Silver Maverick, Ricardo, I'm gonna need a mustard poll on your Instagram. You know what? We might actually have to do that just for the joke, right? Metal Slug 147. Honestly, I remember the thing that most parents always reinforce is the curse words, but this is new. Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, don't get me wrong. You know, I think the relationship that my wife and have with our daughter is you know, there's a lot of leeway involved. Like my mother, she didn't really get on me for, you know, saying curse words and stuff like that. But I didn't really say them a lot, you know. I didn't have to, right? There was not a border that I was tempted to cross, right? So I think if you do, and this, you know what, I'm not telling people how to parent their kids, but I'm just saying from my experience, if you give your kids a little leeway when it comes to things and let them experience and let them kind of just be people, I personally find that you know, you get a better quality human being at that point. So that's just my 2 cents. But, you know, I'm not telling anybody how to parent. That's not my role. That's not my job. And it's not my place either. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, we give her freedom. We are like, look, you know, if you have like an overwhelming need to curse, if you're in our company in the confines of our home, so be it. Outside, no. You act with decorum, and you act with, you know, civility, and you know, there's a hard limit there, right? She just doesn't do it in general, you know, but we give her that freedom. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, the thing about curse words, in my opinion, is that they're there for a reason. They're there for emphasis upon things, right? And some people take it a bit too far. Some people, you know, curse every other word, which I think is a bit much. But if you reserve those words and you kind of save them up until just the right moment and let them hit, they make a huge impact. Anyway, let's check out the straw poll that Billy put up. What do we have over here, B? Is this the mustard poll? Mustard, question mark. Yes, it's delicious. Yes, it's tasty and good for you too. No, I'm a whiny, picky child that doesn't like mustard and the green stuff. Oh, that's a good straw poll there, you guys. If you guys haven't seen the straw poll, let me get it for our friends over there on Facebook and Twitch, and I will share it with you guys. Copy that and paste it in the grand chat, and now it's going out to everybody, hopefully. That's good stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with the middle one. Yes, it's tasty and good for you too. There's my vote. Ooh, we got 10 votes so far, and it's shifting. It is. We've got 5 votes for 6 votes. It's yes, it's delicious. 5 votes for yes, it's tasty and good for you. 2 votes for no, I'm a whiny, picky child that doesn't like mustard and green stuff. Oh my god. You know what? We'll have to check back in with this particular straw poll, because that's just too funny. That's just too good not to keep up with, to be honest with you. It's good stuff right there. That's good stuff right there. Wow. Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh my. Anyway, back to work, you guys. Back to work. Let's get back on this. We're done with the philosophy and parenting opinions for the night. I don't think the majority of you out there are parents, anyways. So you probably don't give a shit. See, emphasis, curse word, boom, done. Example. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to build up this side, because if we take these apart, this side will be easier to plate since it's obviously connected here. We can just drop a piece of plastic in here and start to build that up, right? So let's, what are we doing here? I don't even know. How are we doing this? Am I retarded or something? Oh, it's backwards. There we go. Shit. Oh, man. It's one of those days, you guys. Just one of those days. Okay. So, what we need to do is we need to figure out where this is, how far plate we need. So, we're going to take it to the back edge right there, and we need roughly 16 millimeter plate by about 9 millimeter, I would say. Let's see. Roughly, yeah, 9 millimeter. Okay, cool. So 16 by 9 is what we need. So let's get this plate out here right like that. Let's get our good old trusty cutter out here, and we need 9 millimeter just there. And now I'm going to score, and score, and then comes the snap. Booyah. There we go. Let's see. Uh-oh. Flynnberg says, got a meeting made. Catch you soon. Take care, Flynn. Ricky Paul Carlson, are we talking brown, Dijon, yellow, stone ground mustard? Ooh, it's a pretty good call. That's a pretty good call. I like all of the above, to be honest with you. In certain situations, mind you. In certain situations. You know, like one of those hot soft pretzels with like stone ground mustard. That's strong. That's a strong appetizer. That's a strong appetizer. All right, so real quick, let me tell you just what I'm doing here. So you see this little kind of pigtail curl thing that I've got going on here, right? When you cut from a big plate of styrene like this, it will start to kind of curl up the edges a little bit, right? And leave a nice kind of lip on there. So what I'm doing is I'm using the chisel blade here, and I'm just basically running this across the surface to take that that little lip edge down a little bit to make this nice and flush and make this plate flat, right? And I just do it on both sides that were cut, and you can see that that little curl, see that little curl of plastic there? That just comes right up, and it'll leave you with a nice flat piece of plastic there. Real easy. Real easy. Okay, so again, I think what do we need? 16, I think it was. Yeah, 16 millimeter. Okay, so this might be a better job for the cutter, the chopper. Chopper. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. All right. So here we go, you guys. Let's zoom out just a wee little bit. Now, if you guys haven't noticed yet, I have switched the orientation of the cutting mat because we got these two big cutting grooves in these sides from flipping it around. Now, obviously, I started in here on this side. We can flip it around to this side, and then we can flip the whole thing over and get 4 more turns out of it. So we got a lot of cutting to do on the chopper before we need to invest in a new cutting mat for this thing. So still a lot of time. So we get 16 dialed in here, right about there. Lock in. Whoop. Yep, there we go. Lock in the stop block, and now we'll have a nice, easily repeatable chopping experience, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now, we're gonna put that off to the side. We're gonna save that for later, though. We're gonna put the chopper off to the side here too, and zoom it back in. There we go. Tex Marquise says, "Hey, it's the chopper." Yeah. I think she just got a chopper. Didn't you get a chopper, Tex? I think she did. I think she just got it. Have you started chopping stuff? Perfect. That right there is perfect. Now, obviously, you've got all this excess, plastic over here. What we'll do is we'll come back once the glue is set up and fuse this piece on here, and then we'll just trim that back flush, and it'll be perfectly in line with that. But we need to sand this edge down just a little bit because that's the score and snap side of things. There we go. Should be perfectly flush now. And focus, camera. We'll put it down a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So that piece now is completely nice and flush, right? And Banderas says, "I need a chopper." Dude, I think they're still in stock on Amazon. Let me do a quick check for you guys. Post haste. Kenneth Sim, was the replacement pad expensive? Oh no, that's still the original pad that came with it, dude. And then honestly, once that bites the bullet, I still have like my old cutting mat, remember like the old nasty green one? I still have that over there. I can cut that to the exact size of that and hopefully replace that when the chopper mat gets nasty. So fingers crossed, right? All right, so chopper on good old Amazon. Yeah, look at that. $60.99 in stock on March 24th. Yeah, nice. And it looks like there's another one. Maybe that's so in stock on March 24th. So guys, if you live in the US or Canada, it's on the Amazon link. Pick it up if you want. Hey, Giulio Aponte, thank you. Welcome to the Mecha Army, man. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you for watching. No Zaku Boy says, "I love my chopper except for the shitty Imperial ruler at the top." Yeah, right? Wish it was metric. I don't even use that ruler, to be honest with you, because it's not exactly accurate, right? I don't place a lot of accuracy in terms of that, but I know James is fucking with us because of the Imperial ruler. Sounds like out of Star Wars, Imperial ruler. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, bought some styrene pieces today just for it, Tex says. Good. Witchy Shard, do you have any? Do you have plans for the styrene, or do you just want to chop things? Tex says both. Guelo says I just need lots of plot plate now. Guelo got his. He also says got all my ideas written down for the sword and shield ideas. Sweet. Imperial is never accurate. James Nozaku Boy says. I kind of agree with you. Millimeter and metric all the way. Let's see. Good stuff. Spider 2K2 James 2.0 says apparently we're getting a P Bandai real grade Exia Repair 3. So? No one cares. Julio Aponte says, needs me a chopper. Dude, you do. Everybody needs a chopper in their life, man. Everybody needs a chopper in their life. Choppers. And the choppers, I don't care if you just, into like simple customizing or full-blown like super scratch builder extreme. The chopper will absolutely change the way you build no matter what. It just will. Plain and simple. It's been, ever since I bought mine, I mean, I use the thing pretty much all the time. All right, let's get this bad boy glued into place. Okay. All right, we're getting some good squeeze out here on the side, so that's a good sign. That tells me that we've got good adhesion since it's kind of oozing out the side, right? Now, oh yeah, perfect alignment, perfect fit. That's what we want. So let's see if this will focus. It probably won't. Okay, so there's a tab right here, and it's basically this little section right here. It's this little guy right there. But on the other side, the plate is sitting flush right up to it. So that's exactly what we want to see. Exactly what we want to see. Bill Phipps just sent me a message. Bill, if you're watching, I will get to that after the good old stream. Promise. Let's get the other side glued up here. Let's do a time check. 11:50. Cool. We'll go a little bit longer tonight because obviously we started late with the technical issues, but thankfully we got that figured out, right? So we'll go just a wee bit longer. Just a wee bit. I don't know why I broke out with a leprechaun voice. It just seemed appropriate. Let's get this lined up now. Get that pressed down into that corner. Nice and neat. Now, all this plastic work that we're doing right here will be the foundation of everything that goes on top of it. So it's very important to have these nice and straight, even, and basically just looking good, right? Just looking good. Silver Maverick, Ricardo says, I need some styrene sheets to make Japanese roofing. There you go. Oh, man. Shane says, Def Robo, that is actually my most used tool other than hobby knife. I'm sure he's talking about the chopper. All right, so let's get the fit check over here with this one. Let's make sure we've got this aligned properly. Yeah, I mean, that's dead on. Just dead on. Oh, yeah. And we still got a ton of room. Look at that. I mean, even if we were to put a millimeter backing over here, which we will, we've still got at least 2 millimeter clearances. So, Daft Robo Shane says, Courtney liked the voice, she laughed. You know what? Sometimes I just break out into weird accents. It's just a damn habit. Just a damned habit. All right. Let's see. Shane also says, if you plan on scratch building anything, get a chopper. Yeah. Julio Ponte, they cannibalized the third-party company. They cannibalized the third-party companies and are releasing their stuff as P Bandai. Maybe. Who knows? Kawaii Monster 805. What's a chopper? Get to the chopper. That is this guy right here. That is the chopper. Hence the name. By Northwest Shortline. This thing is basically like a miter saw for plastic. So go get you one. It definitely is an amazing tool to have in your arsenal, right? No, Zaku Boy, best diorama maker tool ever. It's true. It's very true. I know I'm skipping around comments, guys, so I apologize if I didn't get to yours, but it's just going so fast. It's crazy right now. Let's see. Lunar Titanium Gunpla. I'm going to attempt to make my first diorama soon. Any advice or tutorials you could recommend? Yes. James, no Zaku Boy, and Robbie, Gundam Taz. Those, I would say, are going to be your kind of go-to diorama guys. The ones that I would recommend anyways. Jeremy Chasson says Evergreen has them for around 40-ish. Bought one the other day. See, I checked. I actually checked there like a day or two ago, and they were out of stock on Evergreen. So you might have got the last one, dude. You might have got the last one. Yeah. Let's see. Ricky Paul Carlson, guess there is no such thing as Gundam on a budget. I mean, it depends on how far you want to go, right? Julio Ponte, could you put a rod in there and have the ball joints on a swivel? Yeah, and that's basically, that's actually what we're going to do. So this is actually, focus, there we go. This is, what, 7.8 millimeter tube, and then what we're going to do, since the inner diameter of this tube is a little too wide for the current current ball, we'll have to pad the inside here with thin styrene strip, and then that will basically be able to have the ball joint work appropriately. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Getting there and mounting all that stuff, we have to kind of clean up the inside of this and get it to the point where we can mount that, and that's what we're working towards. So yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. Ricky Paul Carson, using plastic scavenged from my cat's litter container. Hey, whatever works, right? Silver Maverick Ricardo says, I like the RP Cutter Japanese chopper better. Actually, the RP Cutter, let's see. The RP Cutter was actually manufactured in Hungary. Yeah, by RP Tools BT. So yeah, it's actually Hungarian. It's not. Come to find out, it's not Japanese. It's a Hungarian tool. I have not used this yet. Haven't used it. Got to break into it though. Haven't used it. So yeah, so it's not. Despite what I thought, it wasn't by Suji Borido, the folks that make BMC. It is RP Tools with a Z, and it's from the from what it says, it's a Hungarian product. So learn something new every day, I guess, right? I'm gonna put that through its paces and see. But from just the wee little bit that I've played with it, I don't know. I still have my reservations. Still have my reservations. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one. I've got one. So, yeah. So I'm gonna test that thing out and see what's what. So, whew, excuse me. Zeshan Syed said over there on Facebook says, I just ordered like $300 worth of chisels. I should have got the chopper too. Dude, right? Welcome to the chisel game. Man, when you jump in a deep end, brother. Nice. I like it. I like where your head's at. So let's see. Julio Ponte says, I mean, like drill through the middle and have a rod through it horizontally, then have the balls plug into the rod like an extra skirt swivel. Ah, gotcha. I mean, technically, we probably could do that. Yeah. I mean, this is already. That's already kind of done for us, so it's almost like, I don't know. Seems like more work to do it that way and try to reverse where the ball is, you know? So, just my 2 cents. I'm just going to tackle it this way, and yeah, should be good. Because the other thing that I'm going to do, obviously with the tube being inserted like this, obviously this gives me a chance to detail the hell out of this connection tube and everything like that. So you know, gives me a nice opportunity to add you know, scribed lines or plastic bits or something like that, right? So that's another kind of good thing, right? So let's see. Cost me the same as the Chopper 2 in Japan. Looks like Witchy Shar and Tex are getting ice cream. Fun. Silver Maverick spent $99 on my Chopper 2. Dude, for real? Like, you should have just let me know, man. I would have bought it for you and sent it to you. I mean, you were on military base, so it wouldn't have been all that much. Shit. Bailey says, well, they are both getting imported. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Julio Ponte, a hat on a hat. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? Ruslam Spider, go to Walmart, CVS, overprices it. I guess I'll have to buy some tomorrow at CVS and work on getting the paint stripped. What? I missed something. Get the one with the spray head or buy a spray bottle. I spray the IPA directly into my airbrush during color changes to flush it out. Yeah, so do I. So do I. Makes it so much easier. 91% isopropyl alcohol for those of you playing at home. Good stuff. Anyway, all right. James Douglas, Tim, where did you get the tool you use to cut circles when masking? You're talking about this guy right here. This is the tool right here. Super Punch Compass Titanium Blade Special. Whatcha? Right? No, this is by, who's this by? Platts. Yeah, Platts Hobby. Right there. You can get this on Hobby Search. So look up Circle Cutter by Platts, and you'll find this. I forget how much it was. I think it was like $15 or something like that. Well worth the money though. And the cool thing is, this is the cool thing. These Olfa blades like this that you can get in places like Lowe's and on Amazon are the same blades. Used in this. Now, mind you, these come with titanium blades, so they last a long ass time. Seriously long. But if you do happen to go through them, it's the exact same blades as these guys right here. exact same ones. So that's the cool thing about this particular tool. So, and I just keep it in its original packaging when I'm not using it, so I don't ding the blade or the compass tip. So yeah, compass discipline, I guess. There you go. So yeah, hobby search. Hobby search. Hobby search is good. Hobby search is good, yeah. Flynn Berger says, I have returned like a boss. Spire 2K2 James 2.0, we were talking about stripping acrylic paints from parts. Ah, yes. Very well. Yeah, 91% IPA works. Also, Windex works as well in a pinch. So, yeah. Options. Options, right? Frank the Tank. What's up, Frankie? He says, hello, lovelies. Hello, Frank. Bailey, Flexifile sells the same exact circle cutter in the U.S. Really? Like that small in diameter, too? What? I didn't know that. Kenneth Sim, Meng, M-E-N-G, Meng. That's an actual company. Recently also released a circle cutter, too. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. I've had that for a few years, so I like it. You know, I like it. Megahobby.com. Let's see what we got here. Let's check in with the mustard vote. Ooh, oh, what? The mustard vote. I am. Well, okay. So there's two ways of looking at this. There's two ways of looking at this. Yes, it's delicious, and yes, it's tasty and good for you. Both have 8 votes. No, I'm a whiny, picky child that doesn't like mustard and green stuff has 9 votes. So technically, if we were to just base the winner off of the individual portions, no, I'm a picky, whiny child, a whiny, picky child that doesn't like mustard and green stuff has won. But point of order, yes, it's delicious. Yes, it's tasty and good for you. Kind of count as realistically the same category. So if we were to add both 8 votes, that would get us 16 votes. And so yes, mustard is delicious. Team Mustard wins. That is my ruling. That's what we're sticking to. Let's check out this circle cutter. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same exact thing. Made in Japan. Flexifile. I wonder... Huh. Because that's like the same exact thing, right? And let's see here. Made in Japan, yeah, 1.5 millimeter minimum diameter, and that's real deal too. You can, yeah, you can definitely get down to that. I'm looking, for those of you guys watching at home, I'm looking at Bailey's link that he posted on YouTube, and it points to megahobby.com to a super cutting compass with titanium blade for precision circle and radius cuts. I'm almost wondering if this isn't just rebranded. I really do think that it's just rebranded because it looks exactly the same from what I can see. Made in Japan. So, yeah, that's kind of my feeling. I'm thinking it's probably just rebranded. Yeah. Kenneth Sim just posted a link. What do we got here? Ah, yeah, let's see here. God, how do you say that? Display? DSPIA? I don't know. But their little circle cutter is interesting. And a lot of other manufacturers make those swingy bit, you know, stepless adjustable circle cutter is basically what they're calling it, right? Yeah. And I know Simon, Mr. Gundam UK, uses those circly cutters that you just kind of swivel around. And he has mixed emotions about it, so I don't know. It makes me a bit standoffish when someone I know and respect as a modeler is just like, eh, you know what I mean? So, The Zero Kai over there on Twitch, he says, hey Tim, I have an issue with my local custom builders I have in my city. It seems like they have no problem with helping with other people's builds and customs, but when I ask for help or ideas, I get nothing or some lame answer. I'm pretty much on my own, and then I get asked why I don't compete in local contests. It just sounds like you're surrounded by assholes. I mean, plain and simple, right? And honestly, if they don't want to help you, that's cool. We'll help you. Yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you all the time, bro. That's what we're here for. That's why we do this thing, right? We help people. So, if you got questions or if you got anything like that, man, hit me up. I'll help you. I'll help you. But you know what? I would say go to those places and just show up and compete. Win. That'll show them, right? Winning is sometimes kind of the best case scenario when it comes to stuff like that. So, yeah. Bailey says it is rebranded. Excuse me. Julio Ponte, later, guys. Julio, thank you for swinging by. Come on back and watch us again. Let's see. Bailey says Flexifile brings in several Japanese market products, the hypercut saws, etc. Hey, Chris Pabs is over on Facebook. He says, "Sup, Tim? What's going on, Chris?" Oh, I know that feeling. Yeah, being on a kind of a one-man island. Yeah, I know that feeling too. But dude, you know, Zero Kai. Trust me, we're all here to help, dude. You know, hit up any of us. We'll help you out. Trust me. And then build your skills up, build a kick-ass model, go to that local competition, win it outright, and be like, what's up? Make you feel good, right? Then they'll want you to help them, and then there you go. So, it's good stuff. Let's see, Dafrobo Shane, I thought you had the Flexifile until you just showed the packaging on yours. Yeah, no, mine's straight off the boat, dude. Straight off the boat from Japan. So, yeah. Astray Kai, thanks, Tim. Dude, no thanks necessary, man. That's what we're here for. Whoa. My phone almost took a tumble. That would have been bad. Okay, so, we've given these two sides a little bit of time to set up here while we were talking, and I think we're ready to continue on with this. Now what we're going to do next is tackle the inside here, because this is going to be a little bit more challenging, simply because it's on a basically completely a different piece here. So now we should again only need 9mm worth of plastic from here, and yeah, 9 mil on the money. So what we can do is still continue to use this bit of plastic here. Let's see. So that's going to fit nice and snug in there, right? We'll bring it up right to the same point, and then we've got, then we basically have our three-sided box. Then we can go back, trim it, and be done with it. Yeah? So, there you go. Let's see. Zeshan Syed, hey Chris P, I want to come to your island. All right. Spire2K2, James 2.0 says, yeah, tomorrow I'll be going to Wally World and picking up a few 91% isopropyl alcohol bottles and strip the paint from the fuel tanks I was working on for the GPO4 for MosquitoCon. Ouch. It's never fun to strip a piece that you've already painted, right? Is what it is. Chris Pab says, Zeshin, fool, you're already on that island. Nice. Travis Gopal's over there on Twitter or Facebook. Sorry. What's up, Travis? Thank you for watching, buddy. He says, hey, Tim, what's up, man? I have an epoxy putty issue. I'm using Abe's epoxy. I cut off the spikes off of the Master Grade Death Scythe feet and added a pinch of putty to the toes to reshape the point. It cured for 24 hours. When I went to sand, the hardened putty popped off. He continues to say, not sure if I should super glue it back on, use more epoxy to stick it back on, start over, or what. Now, that's a great question. That's a great question. So, Travis, what I would do is this. Use, toss whatever you had previously, toss it. You don't need it. Not knowing how much you've trimmed off, you may need to, and mind you, it may just be a little itty bitty pinch of putty that we're talking about here. I don't know. But what I would suggest is if you can back that with like a little pin or something like that, pop a little pin into the plastic where you've trimmed that off, and then you can kind of build up around that. That will help support that putty on that piece. And then it will help it from laterally moving, you know, side to side when you go to shape it. And then obviously, you know, the vertical movement is, there's not a ton of help there, but if it's glued and if it's cured and adhered properly, you should be good to go. Now, another thing that you can do is when you go to cut that pin, that little pin, you can kind of flatten out the top. The very top of that pin, and then that will start to flange out and kind of create like a fork, and then you put putty around that, and that will help with the vertical stability as well. So, an idea. Now, if it's super small, then what you may want to do is to glue, you know, bits of plastic on there with, you know, some nice solvent-based glue, or maybe even super glue or something like that. And then you're just basically shaping plastic at that point, which will be much more stable in that, you know, very small, if it is, you know, very tiny. So those are my ideas, just based off of what you've kind of described. So hopefully some of those help. Let's see. Manor just logged in on Facebook. He says, what are we building today? Dude, we're working on the Zaku 2's backpack. We are basically filling in kind of these cavernous areas here on the backpack with styrene plates, and we're just basically building up an inner box to hold the cylinder that will basically house this this ball joint for the auxiliary fuel tanks. So that's what we're working on. Yeah, that's what we're working on. So text says, made me think of a totally different Wally World. I know, right? Sorry, folks, park's closed. Moose out front should have told you. I love that movie. If you guys have not seen National Lampoon's Vacation, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Spike2K2, the reason I'm stripping them is because the white I painted on the tanks overmasked over the vents, screwed the paint, and it peeled parts off. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Tex Marquise to Rushlaim says, you bet, Sparky. Nice. Let's see. Travis Gopal, adding rebar, great idea. Thanks, dude. No, brother, thank you for watching. Appreciate it, dude. And dude, if you run into any issues, shoot me a message. I'll help you out. So, Bailey says, I realized I was digging it. Nice. Never seen it. Yeah, dude. Just National Lampoon's Vacation, classic. It's a classic movie. You guys have got to see it. You got to go. Go bootleg it, go rent it on demand, go whatever, Amazon Prime or Hulu, or I don't know if they have it on Netflix. Just go, find it and watch it. It is so damn funny. The Griswold family truckster. Oh, yes, with the The wood paneling and everything. Yeah. I mean, it's a classic Americana road trip movie. It is. Jeremy Sun says, quick question. How do you make a plot plate look flush or seamless when building something like a cube? That's a good question, dude. That's a good question. So, your main weapon of choice is this guy right here. This is a chisel blade, right? And what you do is when you have two angles like this, this plate right here is glued on, is butt glued onto this here. So you have a little bit of overhang on this side. Take your chisel blade, just let it ride across this surface, and then trim that up. Go back, sand it smooth. Good to go. You're good to go. Good to go. Kenneth Sim. Oh, yes, Kenneth. Netflix, Love, Death, and Robots. Come on. If you guys have not watched this series, I behoove you to go and watch it. It's just amazing. It's an awesome series. Really, really awesome series. Yeah. Wichishar says, I'm sorry I wasn't born then. Ugh. You can still watch it, though. You can still watch it, though. Grumpy old people. Come on now. Tex McKee's Vegas Vacation is a personal favorite of mine. Yeah, Mr. Papadopoulos. Nice. Bailey, it's old. It might be somewhere on Pluto or Crackle. I completely lost it. Silver Maverick, you've been keeping up with Doom Patrol. Brendan Fraser is great in it. I have not been keeping up with Doom Patrol, actually, sadly to say. I've heard good things about it, so I might have to go back and kind of catch up on that. But, you know, the whole premise of Doom Patrol just kind of never really clicked with me. Titans was awesome. I love Titans. The Doom Patrol episode was kind of like, you know. So, yeah. Tex McKees, if you've got any damn questions, yeah, my God, this is such a good movie. Jeff Edge used to watch Christmas Vacation every Thanksgiving morning in my youth. Yeah, that's a good one too. Shitter's full. Oh man, Jeremy Sasan, thanks. No, thank you, man. Tex McKees LDR is on the top of the watch list. Can't wait. Oh yes. Love, Death, and Robots, you guys. It's on Netflix. It's an anthology series of, 18, I think, short films. And every single one is good. Every single one is really, really good. My personal favorite, I have two. I think the first one, Bonnie's Edge, and then the second one, Three Robots. I think those are my top favorites. So it just started out just with a bang. What I will tell you right now, straight out of the gate, is that this series is not appropriate for children. This is not safe for work either. Like, full frontal male nudity. That's all you got to say. Like, just out there, it's just flopping around. So, fair warning, kids. Excuse me. So yeah, so definitely go check out Love, Death, and Robots. It was such a great series. Such a great series. Cameron, but I need a DC series Swamp Thing come out. They say it's going to be a horror action series. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Swamp Thing series. Like, I don't know why. I never liked Swamp Thing before, but now I'm like, I heard about it, and knowing the route they took with Titans and stuff like that, like, it's kind of got me psyched to see what they do with these other DC properties. Like Stargirl, again, was one. It was a character and things that I just like never really cared about. I mean, Stargirl was always kind of like a kind of a B, C tier hero anyway, right?
So I'm like, yeah. I mean, but Swamp Thing was too, and let's be honest, Doom Patrol was very B and C tier as well. So they're kind of, I guess, giving justice to these lesser-known characters. Yeah. So, yeah. Bailey's out. Take care, everybody. Bailey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Need to get up early for some work tomorrow. Dude, have fun, man. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for hanging out, brother, as always. So, and then also, too, Bailey, don't forget, no stream on Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday. So, thank you, brother. Yeah, I think DC's doing pretty good stuff with their live-action series. I really hope they do a Hawk and Dove series, because I think Hawk and Dove in the Titans series was probably the best part for me. I really liked those characters a lot, and they just did a great job portraying them. I think the actors did wonderful, and the scenes that they were in and the stories that they told surrounding those characters were just really strong episodes in that particular series. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Okay, that looks good. That looks good as well. Okay, so we're gonna go 16 on these strips here too. So we're gonna pull out the chopper. We're gonna get 16 millimeters because we still got this dialed into 16. Pop that. Get this one in here. Pop that. And so now we have 2 more 16 by 9 millimeter plates. Now, the tricky part for this glue up is that we need to gauge the height, the placement of these. We need to gauge it off of the height of this this flat plate here, right? Just like that. So what we need to do is we need to make some marks on the inside here. We're going to do that. We're just going to lightly score with the hobby knife, just right along that top edge. Just like that. And then now that is our surface line. So we don't want glue to go below that surface line right there. There you can see it in the highlight. We don't want any glue to go below that, because then we'll end up gluing our parts together, and we don't want that just yet, right? We don't want that just yet. So let's see. Let's get this side scored real quick. Ooh. Just like that. And now we have another surface line. So now we know where to glue to, right? So we're going to get all the glue. Just use all the glue, all right? Just like that. And now we're going to pop this back onto here. And place this at the correct height. Just like that. And now we can take this piece off and then press this in from the side. Just do a quick check. And then there we go. There's our 3-sided box, you guys. Yeah? Very nice. Excuse me. Ultraman Dinah says, I'm gonna go, guys. Have a good night. I'm beaten. I have to get up early tomorrow for work. Take care. Ultraman, always a pleasure. Thank you for watching, buddy. Andrew says, surprised y'all are still streaming. Yeah, I mean, we started late, so why not, right? We started, you know, probably about a half hour late, so we're probably going to end up here after I glue up the next one. Hey, Sakuri Perth Zaku girl, but I just got here, lunchtime viewing. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hey, you guys, just a quick shout out while the ladies are in here. And I'm not going to do my my ladies man. Hello, ladies. I won't do that full on character or anything. But let's talk about the ladies here real quick and the Gunpla Girl Gang, shall we? Really cool thing the ladies are up to, and definitely go support them. Wednesday starts their very first inaugural build off, right? I just think it's awesome. So all the ladies out there, if you're not part of the Gunpla Girl Gang on good old Instagram and the others, Twitch and all that, or Twitter and all that good stuff, go and contact either Witchyshar or Tex or Gunpla Gyaru or I forget who else, but just go contact one of them, or hit up the good old Twitter page, or look up the hashtag or on Instagrams and stuff like that, and I'm sure you'll find one of the ladies that are in the Gunpla Girl Gang. They've got a Discord and everything now, so where you guys can, or you ladies can talk all about models and Gunpla and all that fun stuff. So go check it out. It's pretty damn cool. I like it. I think it's awesome. Gary's over here. Gary Gunpla's on YouTube. He says it's hashtag Gunpla Girl Gang. LOL, you guys are awesome. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I support the idea wholeheartedly, 100%, top to bottom. I think it's awesome. I think it's really, really cool. So, alrighty. So there we've got our two. Be good if it was on camera, right? So there, we got our two kind of three-sided boxes set up, and like I said earlier, we still got plenty of room. Probably about maybe a millimeter on both sides for this plastic tube to sit in, and we're going to angle it here at another point in time, not today, to house the auxiliary fuel tanks. Now, obviously, these points here, these points will be shaved down and cut and all that, trimmed down to the existing lines of the backpack. So just got to wait until all this sets up, right? So, but to do that, we need to take it apart so it doesn't get glued together. That would be bad. That would be very, very bad, right? So, Zeshan Sayed says, does the stream end when you run out of the Courvoisier? You know, I wish I had some Courvoisier. Some Courvoisier, yeah. Sakuri says, I missed the. Gotta get the chat back up, and there we go. Where did the comment go? Oh, I missed it. Where'd it go? Damn it. Oh, there it is. Sakuri Perth Zaku girl said, join the cool group. Nice. I love it. Vincent Lewis, hey, what's good, guys? What's up, Vincent? Man, we're just we're actually starting to wrap it up, man. So you came in kind of at the tail end of the stream, unfortunately, buddy. Let's see. Tex McKees, thanks, Tim. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I love the. You know what? I love the Gunpla Girl Gang. It's awesome. I think it's a great idea. And anything to get the more ladies into the hobby. It's a no-brainer. It's a good thing, right? Someone. Come on. Gamerbud says, someone scratch build a wall around Andrew. I agree. Let's see. Andrew Young says you can get drunk and break more robots. Jesus. Witchyshar What Tech said, thank you, Tim. You're welcome. Please be a Xeon build, Tex.
Praise. That's Sakuri per Zaku girl. Nice. Rushlam. We all need a soundproof and internet-free box from Andrew. I agree. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Let's see. Gary, like always, thanks for the stream. Tim, you are welcome, brother. James 2K2 over there on YouTube says hashtag Girl Compo Builders rock. I agree. Andrew Young, trust me, you would enjoy being with me when I'm drunk. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would. Anyway, all right, you guys. Just real quick, let's wrap this puppy up, shall we? Because it is 12:32. I am tired and I want to go watch a little bit of TV. I need to catch up on American Gods and I need to catch up on The Walking Dead from last night because I haven't watched either one of those yet. So, need to go watch those. So, with that being said, guys, hey, if you want one of these cool-ass Blackout Mecha shirts, these also come in, they also say Gundam and Xeon. You can get hats as well. Check those out on www.childofmecha.com. Go to the shop or store link at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, bags, all that cool stuff. Go get you some of that. If you're interested in any of the tools and stuff like that we use tonight, you can hit the Amazon link just below there on YouTube and Twitch. This side, if you're watching on Facebook. And as always, if you need model kits, decals, accessories, paints, all that good stuff, go head up my good friend Adam and the boys and folks down there, boys and girls of USAGundamStore.com. We are partnered with them for this GBWC 2019 build, and man, those guys rock, plain and simple, top to bottom. So, so you guys, no stream on Wednesday. I'm going to be out of town. No stream on Wednesday. We'll be back. We'll pick this up on Friday. I'll hopefully have this in a much better condition than what it is right now. Fingers crossed. And then hopefully we won't have these damn technical problems like we did earlier in this stream. So again, my apologies for that, guys. But what are you going to do? It's risk you run when you do live anything, right? So, all right, so folks, until Friday, have a wonderful week. Go build something cool. Stay safe out there, and go check out Gumpla Girl Gang. Their build off starts on Wednesday, so it's good stuff. So, what else? Am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. Anyway, all right, be cool, everybody. See you guys later. See you on Friday.